everyone. A quick live today. Apologies, I didn't make it on Monday. I was recently having a conversation with somebody about what kind of person joins the Thai massage trainings that I run. It was somebody who wasn't really interested in this type of work. We were just having a curious conversation. He was interested. And so I kind of started talking about the types of people that come, and I started off saying, well, they're all so different. They all come from different backgrounds, different ages, different countries. And I love that. But it just kind of got me thinking. And I thought, actually, it would be kind of a good thing to get a little bit clearer about, like, who is really joining these training courses? Who are they for? Because per se, there are no prerequisites. As in, you don't need to have any experience of any form to join the training. And yet, people have certain things in common. So I thought I'd just start writing them down. It would be kind of maybe a nice thing to even add onto my website. And yeah, I kind of felt really good to crystallize that and to think about that. And I thought I'd just share it today. So as I said, there are no prerequisites to do the training. I've literally had, anything from accountants to a retired police officer to school teachers, political scientists, and they all enjoyed the training equally and went through a beautiful transformation and journey, really, attending the course. And they all got something different from the course in their personal own journey that they were on. But they also all have something in common. So very often, people who come on the training are on a journey of some form of self-development. They are thinking about, what they want to do in life, whether they might want to change something in their lives. They're aware of, kind of wanting to do something for themselves that is in line with some form of self-development. Very often the case. They're in the process also of healing their own wounds, and that goes hand in hand in a way. So part of the healing process is also the self-development, or self-development. Part of self-development, I guess, is also healing some of your wounds. And they'll be coming onto this training. And I've always described the training courses as this is a great learning experience, and you can literally go about changing your career entirely. But at the same time, it's also about self-healing. And especially when I run these courses in form of a retreat, where we are away from the city and daily life and all of the stresses and all of the stories, and can actually just really spend time for ourselves and reconnect. So often this goes hand in hand also with going through some kind of big change. So very often when I do the check-in circles at the beginning of the training, people will be telling about some stories about the big change. They just moved country. They've been through a divorce. They are changing careers. They're turning their lives upside down in some kind of form or another. This is like something to do. And whether they're going to end up becoming Thai massage therapists and practitioners or not, that I can't say. But it's part of this process of finding their way. To find their new version of themselves. So there's often a big change happening for people. Sometimes they are kind of clear that what they are doing currently is lacking some sort of authentic connection. There is a disconnect, a sort of a numbness to what they're doing. And that could often be also people who actually already do some form of massage modality, but maybe more in the kind of westernized way. And they are realizing that they're missing this connection, or they want to add something. There's just something missing, but it's also potentially missing in their lives. And this is why they're doing this training. So you can see how all of these things are kind of developed, connected. So they're on some journey, or maybe at the beginning of self-development. There's a big change going on. Possibly the reason for this big change is that this connection was missing in their lives and somewhere in the work that they do. And as part of that, they're also realizing that there is some level of self-healing required to move forward, to kind of regain this agency and to find something new. In general, I would say yes, of course. Like I said just now, they may or may not stick with Thai massage. That's all right. But obviously, people do come on this training also because they feel very drawn to helping people. So maybe that's actually part of the connection that's missing in what they're doing currently. But generally, they feel drawn to wanting to support people, help people. And it could be that they're already working in this field and they're committed to continue training, to deepen their experience, to broaden their skill set, to kind of dive in further. So there's a preset already that people are working in this field of supporting others, and this is kind of like adding a modality into their toolbox. And it could even be that someone is already very clear on the particular focus within their modality. For example, maybe working with trauma survivors, for example, and they are looking for more tools to add into their toolbox and ways in which they can do that, and looking for ways in which they can fulfill that focus. Another focus could be sometimes for people who really want to work with pregnant women, and Thai massage can be so beautiful during pregnancy. So there might be adding this into their toolbox. And others might just realize that, yes, they're kind of doing something related. Maybe they're a yoga teacher and they feel they want to really work more therapeutically. So it's coming from this desire to focus in on something. So they might not have that focus yet, but they kind of know that within what they do, they want to kind of dive deeper on the therapeutic support for people. And that can be really anyone. Yes, often, of course, people come from a certain field, a related field of this work. So often yoga teachers, because it is a beautiful marriage, Thai yoga massage and yoga. They go so beautifully together. Also often have physiotherapists, particularly when I was running the courses back in England. There was, I'm going to say half the people were physiotherapists, but there was quite a lot of physiotherapists on the training. And again, they were really looking for this kind of extra kind of connection. It's something a little bit more to the work, and something more they could offer to the people as part of supporting them in their healing. Also, often people who are some form of spiritual practitioners of some form, but they're actually looking for a way to have an actual modality in which they can express their work. So yes, people, already often come from a related field in some way or another, and they're kind of really wanting to go deeper on some level. But if I'm absolutely honest, and of course I don't have like favorite students or anything, but to see people who come into the trainings from a completely different background and then embrace this whole journey of this beautiful ancient healing art and this practice is, wow, just so amazing to witness, to be part of. It is such a great honor for me to be facilitating that, and it definitely makes my heart sing, I can't tell you. So yeah, that's kind of who usually comes to my training courses. I'm very excited that it looks very much like we can go ahead with the next level 1 and level 2, which is scheduled for September. It is in residential retreat format, so it's a great chance to get away from everything. We start the day with yoga in the morning. We can connect with nature. We can really dive in much more deeply. We'll be fed beautiful, healthy, nourishing food. And yeah, so that's in September, first couple of weeks of September, and you could do level 1 and or level 2. You could do literally both as one massive intensive experience and immersion. The details are on my website, highdaily-thai-massage.com. Be lovely to see some of you. So if any of what I was just saying is speaking to you going, yes, that is me, then hey, I guess it was a good conversation I had the other day about who's normally joining these courses. Any questions or comments, always welcome to just post below the video. Always love to hear from people. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. Thank you.